Everybody. What's that saying? Look what the cat dragged in.
Look what the cat. Here I am. The cat drugged me in.
No.
I even have a scratch to prove it right here. See, that looks like a cat scratch, doesn't it?
Aw.
I don't even have a cat.
That you know of.
Don't ask.
Totally.
Just don't ask. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm Susan Lynn, psychic medium. Great to be here. Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, we're off to the races.
We're off to the races.
You know what I wrote down? I was like, I haven't done it live in a while. So first of all, there's that. So thanks for being here. And I felt like playing my intro, and Susan Lynn's like, go for it. Amazing. She's the best guest. I mean,
you guys have to see what happens backstage. So here's two mediums, right? And I'm like, oh, my hand. And Kevin's like, you too? My hand. Someone's lost a hand. I think one of our viewers. I'm like, no, I was talking about a different thing with my hand. You have to be here to see it. It's hilarious hanging out with psychic mediums. You never know what is happening back here.
It's so true. And it's like, when we're together, expect nothing or expect the unexpected.
No, there'll be more than nothing. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected is what I would say. Hey, Kevin, Loving Vibration is here. Good to see you, dear.
The intro gives me goosebumps. I'm glad, Kevin. I still like it too.
It's amazing. It's a great intro. I always feel like I'm in a movie theater, and then I forget that we go live, and I'm still like eating my popcorn going, when does the movie start? I'm like, oh.
You're all reclined.
Oh, I'm on the movie.
You're totally part of the movie. And I saw Cindy P here. Hi, Cindy P.
Hey, Cindy P. Yeah, we have some people from our Chicago event here, which is nice to see you guys.
Stouffer, everybody. And let's see, I started somebody else. Stouffer. Oh yeah, Stouffer. I think it's his birthday coming up. So let's
happy early birthday. I'm not singing, dude. I'm not. You would pay me not to sing.
It's so wonderful. 'Tis the season. So why don't we do politics? Just kidding. Could you imagine if I pulled that out? That would be like the funniest. You should have me one time. Me, you, and Kevin.
I would love it. I would love to have you. I thought you were going to say, let's do speed round. And I was like, okay, how do we do it? I didn't know what you were going to say.
Totally.
See, this is what I'm saying. You never know what expect the unexpected. We should do a show called Expect the Unexpected.
Yeah. Well, we kind of have.
This is our show. Never mind. You're here. Turns out you're here.
This is it. Yeah, but truthfully, it's wonderful to have you. Thank you for saying yes. And we've got some amazing people here. What we're going to do is personal questions, mediumship, spiritual. If you haven't joined us before, if we could ask that you be specific in your questioning, those ones seem to stand out a little bit more than the general. However, we don't go in any particular order. Spirit just really guides us. We're going to maybe take turns. We'll probably get confused. We'll probably wonder whose turn is it and all of those.
Like you've seen this show before.
Totally. It's so funny, like breaking news. But the goal is to get to as many of you. And so actually our intention is always to work with Spirit in a way that it can reach as many people as possible. So really tune into other people getting a message, because so often it will be a piggyback in that Spirit is also speaking to you. So if that feels like it is the case, then please take it. It is also for you. Susan Lynn, I'm just going to ask, how is it going with you while I just do a little bit of a slow mode thing?
Yes, everything is great. I'll just expand on what Kevin said. What that means is that, and even if you're watching this video, some later date, your guides can direct you to this video, because we answered a question from somebody in the chat who's here right now live. And that answer also applies to you. And people in Spirit do the same thing. So if, God forbid, somebody in your family has crossed over, and you're like, oh, their name is Ralph, and oh, they drove a Camaro, and and that's all the same things for my Ralph, but that's somebody else's Ralph. No, they aggregate. You know what I mean? They pick questions that they know that there's going to be multiple people who will have similar situations. You cannot make it up. You really can't. So take that. What he means, take it. He means that's for you as well. Okay.
Exactly.
You can believe it. That is also for you. There's so much that you can learn from hearing other people's questions and answers. There's so much for you to learn here.
I love that. And hi, MK Karen. Nice to see you. If Mark's there as well, hello to both of you.
Yes.
Such lovely people.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Oh, Tarot Stash is here. Hey. Oh my God. We got a party going on. And I didn't say hi to Terry, Pure Visionary. Yep, we got a party going on. Let's do this.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
So good. Okay, I'm starring things. You also have that capability.
Watch out, yo.
You can just
watch out. I got capabilities.
I'll be starring it. You'll be unstarring it, vice versa.
What'll be happening? Yes, sir. Kevin, I'm like, didn't I star this?
Probably. Yeah. It's so wonderful. So if you ask a question, please stick around. We're probably going to be here for about 4 hours. So
No.
Oh, didn't I tell you that? Didn't you see that in the email?
No, I didn't see that in the email.
Oh, darn.
Let me go put my pajamas on. I'll be right back. Let me get comfy.
God, that would be fun. A sleepover, a virtual sleepover. Kind of.
Oh, we'd have to do tag team. We'd have to like line up psychics and mediums and just do a tag team.
Well, you know what? Actually, someone did that one time.
Really?
Yes, it was. Oh my goodness. They did that. I forget the name of who it was. Anyways, if it comes to me, I'll mention it. But they did this marathon of like 24 hours and they alternated all these people. Yes, it was such a great.
Did they pull it off? Did they keep it going for 24 hours?
They did.
That is cool.
Maybe even longer.
They should have a trophy. They should be getting some kind of trophy.
I know. I thought the same. So what I will say too is if people are in the chat and you've asked a question, if you could type in quick as far as the response, it really helps validation wise. If we get the info quick, because we both move quick. And speaking of, are you ready to go?
Yeah, why not? Throw me in.
Do you want to do the inaugural?
Oh no. Kevin, the healing medium said, Susan, that with that responsibility comes great, so I'm like, no, you better go ahead and do it.
Okay, I'm on it. Let's do this one here. I'm being drawn to this one first because, and I think it's a healing one, but Pat Lee, hello, you beautiful souls. Could I ask for a quick prayer for my daughter, Brittany? Her dad is in the ICU. I know prayer can bring some healing, much needed healing and peace. Absolutely. I feel like there's a lot of that, and you asking that, anyone that is in the need or the request of that, it's an absolute yes. So, and they do make a difference. Energy makes a difference, and there's no boundaries in that. So we can be in total different parts of the world, and that will reach it, Pat. It's all about the intention. And so you've got it. Thank you for asking. I'm going to go here. I'm feeling health and people are really just, and if there's anything that anyone's not comfortable reading, then of course, but I think Susan, you're okay with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. We would just say we're not doctors and this isn't medical advice, just because we need to. I thought I started this. So you started, I probably unstarted when I started and then you started back. So that's cool. Okay. Chris, will your transplanted kidney? I feel like, yes, dear.
Yeah.
I feel like it's, and I think this is good to know too, because I think it might be slow or it might be sluggish, a little bit in the beginning, like your doctors or, is this a medical thing where they cross their fingers? I see your doctors like crossing their fingers behind their back, like, yeah, it's going to work great. But I really think it is going to work great. I think it is going to come back. And I think it's going to be super, super healthy. You're going to have to, there's this period of time where, of course you're going to have to follow all of the doctor's rules because you don't want this thing you just don't want any trouble. Okay. So be very specific about following the rules and
Mhm.
have faith. It's just like Kevin just said, intention is everything. I know we tend to worry. I'm a worrier myself, but have the intention that it's going to work out, and send love. Send love to it. Just hug it, love it, and ask for your guardian angels to also help you with that. What do you get, Kevin?
It's so funny because I just saw the hand question. It's so funny. My hand
No
was,
way.
I
No
literally just saw it.
way.
Spirit just pointed it out. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's for more than one person. There's something with the hand. But
okay.
I pulled a card for you. I heard to pull a card from a deck that I don't always use, but I got the mending card. Timeline wise, and this is, they're saying, is not completely accurate. I think it is a little bit of a slow increase to the functionality of it. I hear like 75% or above. I
Yes.
feel like it's really in your favor, Chris, and that visualization, meaning where we want to be, who we're kind of becoming, that to align with that, we can create that feeling now. So it takes a bit, but they're saying you're capable of doing that. So I do see increase in the functionality. Absolutely. Yeah. Lots of
Yes.
prayers to you, Chris.
Yes. Yes. Lots of prayers. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Do you want to choose the next, D?
What did you see? The hand? Where's the hand?
Oh, was the hand one? Was the it was but they said to do this one, which is
Oh,
this one.
okay. Okay. Got it.
Yes, it's this one as well, but there's this also. So I'm gonna repeat it. So I also was aware, and this feels like a male in the spirit world that lost their hand. I literally lost my hand while I was talking to Susan. She was talking about something. I kind of heard her, but I didn't really hear her because I
He was
lost.
not listening, y'all. Just like men, they don't listen.
Did I connect to this person already? And they said yes. So there's something about that. So they just got my attention. So if someone understands that, unrelated to this one for Cheryl, why are my hands always hot? I feel drawn to Reiki healing. I feel like you've answered your own question. You are a healer. It's the clairsentient. So it's the way of, working with spirit to get your attention. And they do it. I mean, our hands are like a gateway for that healing. So if you feel called to it, I will say right now, Reiki, the universal energy, it's not that it ever disappeared, but it's reemerging with a newer, stronger energy that more people are being called to it. And it's open to the embrace of some of the other modalities that we have. They want us to use more of it. So it's like, yes, connecting to the universal, but not forgetting about the spiritual aspects. And so combined, I'm not surprised that a lot of people's hands are really getting hot.
Oh, interesting.
What do you
Very interesting. Yes, I totally agree with everything you said. And I would say something weird happened to me because I'm not a Reiki person or a Reiki healer. But when I first started doing readings, my hands would get hot when I was doing my readings, which were psychic readings. So your hands can be hot just because your psychic, your intuitive energy is, ready. It's at the ready. It's ready to be used. But I agree. I agree with everything Kevin said. Absolutely.
I think I did that one already. Do you want to choose the next?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go with Teresa Elander, who says, do you see me selling my house and moving to a better situation in 2024? I mean, I feel like the short answer is yes, but I feel like it's a complicated question or a complicated answer. If I had to just say, I would say yes, but it's a little bit complicated. I feel like there could be some stops and starts with the house sale, some blocks, some maneuvering, like we had to do it this way or we had to do it like this. It's not a straight line. Okay. I'm just telling you that for a heads up. So when things start going a little squirrely, you can know that, yes, this can happen, but it may be a little bit squirrely. Now, as far as a better, and I personally see this more like August or September. I mean, maybe July, but it seems like later in the year. And I feel like you could be moving to a better situation, but the spirit guides are like, wherever we go, there we are, right? So if you have some worries, doubts, fears already, you're going to take those with you, right? The physical situation might be better, but try to also work on your vibrational situation. It'll help. What do you think, Kevin? Do you get any? He probably gets the exact opposite, which is cool.
No, it made the back of my head hurt. So it's almost like I sense the frustration in it.
Yeah.
I got the 6 months, so I just went to the Time Oracle deck. I did hear later in the year some other things need to unfold, and they're also making. I pulled another card, and it's the deep knowing. So you have a sense that it's going to happen. The timeline feels like, and maybe the course in which it's going to go, that feels a little bit blurry. But it's like, don't get caught up in the emotion. Okay. Or the singularity of the experience. It's like this is, and I'm borrowing this from somebody else, is that it's taking you to that place. So it's aligned with your purpose, that, kind of the depths of it. And so, yeah, it's like hang in there. Safety is important. And so I'll just say this, if safety was an issue within a better situation, then of course you need to consult or get support in that way. That would be kind of out of, they're just acknowledging that part that would be out of our capacity to tune into. So yeah, I do see it unfolding kind of later next year for you, Teresa. Mm-hmm.
Be gentle with yourself. Just, it's going to be a lot of twists and turns.
Exactly. And boy, oh boy, was I behind in the questions.
Yeah, right.
In the comments, holy doodle. They were cruising. Okay, this one is catching my eye. BB, what was the bright flash outside my window recently? I was surprised and thought it unnatural. Interesting. The flash.
To me, it feels angelic, or it feels spirit guide like to me. Like it does feel, even if it wasn't unnatural. Here's the thing, guys. Your spirit guides can use, a transformer blowing or something like that to get your attention. But I would say personally, I'm clairvoyant, which is psychic seeing. I see flashes all the time, and I can't even tell my optometrist about it because I think he would have me, having surgery or something. So this is, seeing flashes is something that people see when they're clairvoyant. So I feel like it feels. Do you pick up a person from the other side, like a family member as well? It could be also a family member from the other side, but primarily to me, it feels angelic and spirit guide-ish. But there's another layer of potentially a family member that's crossed over.
I'm hearing dad. So BB, if you would understand that, I get that like higher vibration as well. It makes me a little bit like kind of not nervous, but like that kind of energy being there. Yeah. And because you're so sensitive, they're saying. And so that layer of sensitivity in that, it's like, what the heck is that? And I feel like you, oh my gosh, what is with that? It's so funny. I think I feel like it's guide, because I'm tuning into someone who's being quite funny, and it's like they said something about, oh, thank goodness it wasn't the flasher, that it's the flashes. So I feel energy of, yeah, guide for you. So with that, get more curious, ask more questions. They're also saying that it happened before. So if you would understand the part that it happened before, it was quite some time ago, but it's happened before for you. So it really is, it feels like more than a little tap. It feels like, okay, we've got your attention. now explore. So feels good, BB.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All righty. You want to go for it?
Yeah, let's see.
Hi, Sharon. So many lovely people here. Thanks
you
everybody for
guys
joining.
are amazing. Thank you guys for showing up and hanging out with us tonight. Okay, Samantha wants to know, will her small business flourish? I'm getting a yes. It might be difficult to control. So my dad always said about small businesses, you're either going up or down. Small business doesn't just cruise along at one level. It's always up or down, up or down. Okay. So you kind of have to get used to that. But I feel like it is going to flourish. It feels creative. It feels that kind of pregnant energy of launching something good, making something out of nothing. It feels very good to me. But I just want to tell you, there could be like a little bit of an up and down. To have a small business, you have to have a little bit of an iron stomach so that you don't get upset when things, you kind of have to see the long view. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. What do you get there, Kevin?
I feel like you just read my cards. So awesome. We're done.
Sometimes they call me psychic, but I don't believe them.
I got the light card. This one stands out, and I'll come back to it. But I got the balance card, I got the patience card, and the perseverance. And I feel like the kind of fourth pillar to that is this energy of spiritual, the light, you. So you really in that, I think it's going to draw up a lot of different emotions for you. I think there will be some learning curve. I feel like it's already begun. So correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like either you've been working on this for quite some time, or the launch is, pardon me, already happened. But it's yeah, I feel like it's just a gradual increase, a bit of a climb. But yeah, I don't have any other concern about it, to be quite honest. So you'll have to let us know. Hopefully you're here.
Yeah, let us know for sure.
And I see lots of numbers. I don't know if you're drawn to numerology, Samantha, but there's something about the numbers with you.
And Jennifer says she always steamed the artichokes. I think I've missed out on an important part of this conversation, but.
Wow. I mean, artichokes are tricky little buggers, aren't they? Because it's like the anticipation, and it's like it's a lot of work for not a whole lot of
butter.
A lot of butter, totally. But they're yummy. Anyways, reminds me of my friend Sandy. I digress. Have we found the man with the missing hand? Has anyone claimed him?
I don't know.
If we're missing that, because it's likely, Susan and I go into this very almost hypnotic kind of energy where we kind of lose our faculties.
That's true.
The ones that. Well, actually, I should speak for myself. They're saying.
No, it's true. It's like we don't even know what we just said. Right? Yeah, it's kind of hypnotic.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about artichokes. People pickle them, they jar them. I mean, maybe they give them at Christmas. I don't know. Do you want to choose the next, or did you? Oh, you did. Okay, I'll do this. I'll do the next one.
I just don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's go to this one. Dale Jones, thank you for being here. Hopefully you're still here. Does Sully have a message for me? Sully.
Yeah. So what happens is we are tuning into Sully's energy, and we have, 600 plus, almost 700 people in the chat. So 700 of your relatives are here chatting with Kevin and I. So it would be great if when we start talking about your person in heaven, if you could drop in the chat and just say, that's him or that's not him. Because if it's not him, we don't want to spend a lot of time talking to a different Sully. So we just don't need a lot. It's a party line. It really is. It's elbows. Sometimes there's some elbows. So just let us know. But I would say for some reason, I'm getting boats. I'm getting, it could be that this person painted boats. It could be that they took pictures of boats. It could be that they liked boats. They didn't necessarily, I can't tell if he had a boat. I feel like he's the Sully that I'm talking to. I feel like he's talking about a boat. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Also, I'm getting a guy with a mustache, and really nice eyes. That's not him. Okay, so he didn't have boats. He didn't like boats. All right, you give it a try there, Kevin.
All right. I get the energy of like contemporary with him. So I don't know if this is like brotherly friendship, that kind of bond relationship. So I also get this sense of humor that comes up around this. If this is the Sully that's connected to you, the significance about the month of March. Now, did you live together or you spent a lot of time together? This feels like it goes back some time. So you would have known them for quite some time. And I'm, ouch, and I'm in my hand, which is interesting. My hand is cramping, but also I'm short of breath with this energy. If you would understand any or all of that, Dale, just let us know.
And the eyes, his eyes, something about his eyes. It's just got nice eyes. I also pick up the sense of humor, sort of a wry or kind of a weird, kind of like not your everyday normal sense of humor. He's here. Dale said something in the comments. You don't have to tell us about Sully. You can just say whether we're up or down. So apparently he was a bass player. Let's see. Dennis Sullivan was his name. That helps. Okay, great. Sully was his nickname. Okay. Did you hear what Kevin said? Does any of that make any sense that you would have known him for a while? It is interesting that your hand was kind of cramping because that could be a bass player thing. And what did you say? May? The month of May? Does the month of May mean anything?
March. Sorry.
March. Okay, March. I was getting May. So in month.
Yeah. The relationship, kind of brotherly, friendly, would have went back quite some time.
Yeah. So he's saying, he knew him a long while. Okay, that's good. And you're not sure about the month of March, I take it. Dale, I don't know if you noticed this, but have your lights been blinking off and on? Have you been having some sort of intermittent like power problem with a light bulb or because this guy is doing, if he hasn't done it, he's going to do it. It could be like in a utility room, a garage. Dennis Sullivan. Come on, Dennis.
Yeah, and just if you would understand the breathing with him, just not being able to
the breathing,
his breath, like really short of breath. And then if you understand that, I can move into the message.
Well, he has been seeing a blinking in the bathroom light. I knew it was a small room, like a garage, utility, smaller, a weird, not a big living room. Okay, that's him. Do you understand the breath thing with this gentleman? Here.
And is there a New Orleans connection?
Here's a piggybacker too.
Okay. Does anybody else understand that?
Marla, May, Dad, March, mustache. Born in May, March. So that puts us with this gentleman. See what I'm saying? You have 700 people. Believe me, they're going to get their message, whether they have to piggyback, sort of ride along with somebody else, So you
Yeah,
don't know how he died, Dale? Okay, so he's not sure how he
that's
died.
okay. I feel I'm
Give
with
him
them,
the
and
message. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like to release the energy of it. And so that's okay that we don't know all the information. It can come up in the conversations. And I was going to say, and I didn't, was the part about someone else would understand this, that it's sometimes just the name that's the difference. So how that comes in, and his nickname was Sully. That is often a vehicle for other people to kind of just be like, okay, now is our opportunity. So that's why to really connect with it. And now I feel just in that he's with you. And so the lights that are flickering, what I heard was that there's a change in the wind. And so I was like, well, what does that mean? So if you've been having a bit of challenge, it feels like luck is going to be on your side. And so even though people sometimes go like, oh, there's no such thing as luck, or there is, whatever, there's going to be a change in what you've been experiencing for the better. So he's with you in that. I feel like you really cared about him, and he really cared about you, and that connection is forever, he's saying. And so yeah, invitation. When you see the light flicker, or you're having these feelings that your loved ones, the people in the spirit world are close, be in conversation. It might seem silly. Do it in your mind, do it in a whisper, say it as loud as you want, but be in the conversation. So a real invite for you, Marla, or no, it wasn't Marla, but Marla, you too. But
Yeah.
for the original person that asked the question. Yeah, and that feels
And
good.
know that they can hear you. People often ask me, can they hear me? They can hear you. They can hear your thoughts, just like Kevin said. So yeah, definitely take that as an opportunity to communicate.
Yeah. And did either of them have a hand injury?
I'm going to tell you mine. Mine is popcorn. So this morning I woke up with somebody eating popcorn, like like I can't tell if it's the person in spirit or the person here in the physical that's been eating popcorn, like not like out of a bag, but like out of one of those tins or something.
Oh,
DD is talking about his wrist. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, spirit.
totally.
Okay.
Where are we going with this one? Which one was that? Did I write this down with one of them?
I don't know, but now there's over 700 people. We're never going to find them ever. Oh,
We're like searching.
no.
Out of the way.
Please come to the front of the room.
Totally.
Okay.
We have Gerald here. Gerald, can you please do your Gerald tarot stash? He always does this. Oh goodness, the white courtesy phone. The white
courtesy phone is ringing. Yes, yes.
Yeah, so good. Oh my gosh, that's Marla. The dad had the steel plate in his arm and wrist.
That's the same woman.
I know.
That's the same woman
Yes.
who
And
had the mustache and the
yes.
May and the March and the hello.
And they do.
Marla's dad is in the house, y'all. He's in the house and he's pushed everybody out the way.
Totally did.
Sully has been like knocked to the side. I mean, Marla's dad is like, I need to talk. Okay. No problem. Come on, sir. Let's get it. Let's get this out. Apparently, you got to get it out. Get it out, honey. We're here for you.
Yeah.
Watch my lights go out. He's gonna be like, "Stop messing with me."
Well, you know what I also figured out, and it's Mercury retrograde. Of all the times, like of you and I to do, I'm like, of course, like why not? You know, that's how much trust we have in spirit. It's like, you know what? Whatever.
Look, the first time I ever met you in person was Friday the 13th. Hello, and it was an eclipse.
Yeah,
it's
like 14.
We're just like, come on, spirit, give us what you got. Crazy people.
So good. Oh my gosh, Dad, okay. Wallace, that's so wonderful. Okay. Kevin, it's like go back into your body, Kevin.
Nobody's home, Kevin. Go back to your body.
Oh my gosh, is there anything?
Anything more with Marla's dad? Is that what you're saying to me?
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't know if she's also in the spirit, but he's bringing up your mom and just such a deep love for your mom. Okay. Did you just, Marla, did you just receive or get any flowers or like plants recent, like last week? And if not, um, I really feel like that's going to show up for you. Um, it feels connected to mom and dad's
Feels
love.
like
I don't know if
flowers.
your mom is also in spirit. Um, it would take a while to kind of figure this out, but watch for the flowers. Yeah. And now I smell them. A white
I
rose.
smell them too. And what's
Mm.
interesting is she commented that she smells his cigarette smoke. So
Oh,
he clearly communicates with smells because I smell the flowers. Like they're super fragrant. And honestly, these days, flowers just don't even typically have a fragrance, in my opinion. So
oh,
I am smelling, oh, mom passed 5 months. Okay, okay. So they're up there. They're funny. They're
uh,
a funny couple. Um they're opposites, but together. And they I don't know, they kind of understand each other, but I think at the same time they could kind of give each other shit, sort of. You know what I mean? So they're funny. They I think yeah, Kevin's right. Like they have like a karmic connection.
wow. And
Okay,
this is
mom's
being
jumped
around the
in.
corner.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why he would just like, it's like, yes, like to showcase her. And even though we were with his energy, and of course, if we had longer, we would really go into that. But just knowing that they're together feels really good. And especially at this time of year, and watch for the flowers or the Christmassy kind of plants, that
Or
kind of
even
stuff.
the smell. Maybe you'll just smell flowers because
Yeah.
you clearly can smell, right? You can smell. You have clairalience. You have
Yeah.
psychic smelling.
Yeah. So good.
He showed up in a big way. I like you. I like your parents. They're fun.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Compliments of Sully.
Sorry, Sully. And sorry, Sully's friend who brought Sully in. Um,
All righty. Yeah, the humor. So good. And that's interesting because we kind of got that energy of the humor right out of the gate. So I feel like it was all a bit of a mumble jumble. Yeah, lemons and lemongrass yesterday. So good.
you got flowers coming. I'm telling you, there's going to be. I don't know. Even
Yeah,
if you buy them yourself, you'll forget we had this conversation, and you'll smell the fragrance, or somebody will bring them or something.
so true. Thanks everyone for being here. It's so wonderful. Such a
It really
wonderful
is.
time. All righty. I don't know. I can't keep track. You know me. So
I
I'm just gonna roll the dice here.
roll the dice, honey. Go ahead.
And
Let's
oh,
pretend
Melanie,
like we're in Vegas.
I totally will. But first, the owl. Look at, and her thing is, she's like, I love the owl painting. It's a new drum that I actually,
Oh,
yes, it's a drum. It's a
oh my
22
God.
inch drum, and it was unbeknownst to me. It was a vision that I had. I'll tell this. Spirit saying share it. So I was in a reading, the energy of the owl, and so Melody, your owl. That's so interesting. Comes through. I'm having this like experience. There was a couple of readings back to back that this owl kept coming up. And so I just was like, talk about trust, to repeat the same thing, unrelated people, this owl. To which I go outside and I'm hearing all of this. Sorry, I got my train of thought. I'm hearing all of this commotion. All of these hummingbirds are in a frenzy. And I hear look up, and I'm like, I'm like stretching my neck and like, I can't look up any further. Anyways, I guess there was one branch I didn't see, to which there's this owl sitting on the branch with all of these hummingbirds in commotion. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. On the heels of just having a reading, all of this. To which my dog goes, I need to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, back door. So I go out to the other side of the door, and I literally go out there, and something says to look up in this tree. I look up over, and there's a baby a baby owl and a
Oh,
hummingbird sitting on a branch. I actually had the
God.
picture. It's crazy. Anyways, I had this vision, and well, all of that to say, a beautiful artist created this for me. It's
Oh
magical.
my
I love
God.
the animals, the medicine that the animals bring. I mean,
And how unusual is that? A hummingbird and a baby owl.
I have the picture. I mean, I have the picture.
That's amazing.
All
That
right.
is pretty cool.
They're like, Kevin, get on with it.
No, I love it. I love that. That's how spirit shows up, you guys, is the weird things that you're like, this could never happen, right? That's how you know it's spirit.
Yeah. So good. All right. And let's see. I like this one. Liz in awe. I feel like everybody, listen to me generalize. This has really happened. And it's so funny because just as I was dueling, I was drawing an eye. And so how you see things, I think a lot of people are having that activation that's happening. And in that, the clairvoyance, so the ability to see is what I'm being taken to. Do you have a future as a psychic or something intuitive? For me, it's an instant yes.
For me, it's an instant yes. Are we like on Idol? Are we like Psychic Idol when we turn around and we're like, yes, we're gonna smash the button?
Totally. Yes. Okay. So my story. Oh, I love this. So they're saying that the story that I just shared, we all need those layers of the discovery, the experience to deepen our trust with spirit. Stepping into it is the only difference. So none of us are different in the sense of like, do we have it or not? Yes, we all do. It can look different, or it can look different. Our participation is important. So you just stepping into it, and sometimes we don't know what that looks like. We just put one foot in front of the other. The experiences will align with that. You can say yes to some and no to others, but very much I do get a yes. And I love that. Like, look at your picture. I think it's like looks like a temple of some sort. So
yeah, I
yeah.
agree. I agree. Just start casting about, take a little class here, take a little class there. Ask your guides to guide you. They'll start putting people in your path that'll start telling you, oh, I took this class. It's so fascinating. Or get some oracle cards and just ask questions, once a week and journal your own answers. What do I need to know for my highest good? That's your spirit guides can talk through those cards, right? And you don't need tarot cards necessarily. You don't need to learn that right now, but that might be something you're interested in the future.
I love it.
Yeah.
All righty. Do you want to choose the next?
All right. What he gets his English accent.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, that was not intentional.
Really? Okay.
I wasn't aware of it. I didn't try to do that. So that's maybe
somebody might be coming in. It could be a guide. It could be, because I think one of your guides is English. Do you know that? British?
Okay.
Specifically British. I don't know what the difference is between English and British, but.
And they're asking for that picture. I actually think I have the picture. I'm just going to do this really quick. Because do you know why I'm stopping? Because it was at, oh my gosh, and now 44 on the clock, but it was at 4:44 my time. Someone said, show us the picture of the owl. And I think I got smart and I saved it on my favorites so that for these types of things. Oh, I forgot the other part of the story. I forgot the other part of the story. My picture just reminded me. So this is my second drum with the addition of the second hummingbird. I had the drum, spirit's like, Kevin, you forgot half the story. I had in a vision seen the hummingbird and the owl and asked my artist friend to create it, had a drum made before I actually saw the picture before I saw the actual. That was the quote. So sorry, I got that wrong, but that's it. And I loved it so much. I'm like, I need I want another one, but here it is. So there's,
oh my God, look at that. There it is.
There's little baby owl.
Yeah.
There, and there's
the hummingbird.
And then I do have more where it's actually side by side.
You just cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. That's guidance. When you guys see that stuff, I want you to take it as real guidance. It's real guidance. Write it down or take a picture, save it someplace where you'll remember it, and get a drum made.
Right?
You know, but really honor that guidance with
Mm.
something would be nice too. You could print that picture and put it on your wall. Yeah, very cool.
They really like that you just shared that.
Oh, did I get extra credit? Because I need some extra credit, y'all. I
Yeah.
could use a little extra credit for real.
Yeah, no, they really did. They really like that because we can create what we're creating is an altar. You know what I mean? So in that, it's really beautiful that we honor those, because none of us are separate from those moments. None of us. We all have that. And it's sometimes just what we do with it or what we don't do with it. They really like that, Susan.
Well,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad.
Mhm.
But, you know, we just tend to just say that was weird. And then our brain doesn't know where to put it. So we forget about it and, you know, make it. I like your idea of making it an altar, right? Like make it a little more permanent in some way.
Yeah. All righty.
I love that you shared that. I was going to say maybe you could put that photo on as a post and tell that story. Or
Yeah.
you could even do a video about that. That would be really nice.
I love that idea.
As well. Okay, let's move on. I'm just going to grab somebody who just showed up right this very second. Maxine, do we have any messages for you, Maxine?
Yep.
I assure you, Maxine, he said that with the most positivity he possibly could, because it was kind of like, yeah, oh shoot, Maxine.
Yeah.
No, don't be worried. Don't be worried.
Never.
Are you a writer? Are you creative? I feel like you're a communicator. For sure, you're a communicator. You help people understand things. Like you're the person who would take the extra time to give somebody the directions. Yeah, go over here, turn left, turn right, whatever. You would just help people, right? You're a natural person who likes to help people. But I feel like you've got creative energy, and I feel like you're a teacher or a writer. There's lots of ways this communication shows up for you. Trust yourself. I think you've had a rough year, maybe it's been a couple of years. I don't know. You've had some things happen that were, maybe that is what I was picking up when Kevin responded like that. You just had some kind of rough things happen, dear. And the message is that you're what is that saying? The something Molly Brown, the indestructible Molly Brown. Does anybody know what that is? Is that like a movie or a book, like a child's book or something?
Yeah.
This is what they're telling me. So they're saying you will have, you're gonna, I feel like you got deflated. I feel like, something deflated you, and you're gonna, the unsinkable Molly Brown. Okay.
Yes.
Hopefully it's a good
Titanic.
It's the Titanic. But is it good Titanic or bad Titanic? Because I feel like this is like hopefully it means that you're overcoming.
Yeah, she went out singing. Like, that's the thing. Like, her energy was always like magnetic. People wanted to be around her. She was
thank
like,
God. I have no idea what that is. And I was like, oh,
love it. It's one of my favorite movies, if
she
not.
lived. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy got my back. Cindy's like, Susan, she lived. Thank you, Cindy. I'm like, I don't know anything about any of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the British accent.
That's the British accent.
Oh,
and we solved the hand. Now, if any of y'all eat popcorn, we're going to be done. Kevin and I'll be done. What's happening? Okay. Thank you, Cindy.
Well, mine is very, very different.
Oh God, thank God Maxine loves that. Because I'm telling you, it came out of my mouth before I had a chance to fact check. It was like, it's out now. So like, it's out. The horse is out of the barn, girlfriend.
Totally. And I'm going to change direction just a little bit from Molly Brown and the Titanic to, I'm aware of the energy of Mother Mary around you. So just a little difference, but the energy of Mother Mary. And so the message there, also I'm hearing the name George. This feels like in spirit, But Mother Mary's coming to you with the energy of kind of like just overcoming the fear part of it, stepping into your power, and that actually is aligned. And they're loving the theme and where we're going. How the last person asked about their intuition and their psychic gifts, it plays the same for you. And so that part of your that deeper knowing, the soul power, that's within. It's not ever not connected to all of the oneness. So you are really powerful. So I was like, oh my gosh, my reaction to you was like, where am I going to start with this? Because you have so much in front of you as far as direction. I don't even like to say the word potential because I think we're always all at our potential, and then the rest is just decisions that we make. But Spirit's excited about this part of your life, and I get the hit. And this is so funny. I don't know if you're like, if you dreamed of being a realtor, are a realtor, you're selling your house, but I'm like, I don't know. I just, as soon as I saw your picture, I was like, I would hire her as my realtor.
Nice.
I'm just saying, you got to trust your
Healer.
realtor.
Oh, you're a healer. Oh, she's a healer.
Oh, Mother Mary.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
But the realtor makes sense as far as helping people, and it makes sense for a healer. You've got teacher energy. I mean,
this is so wonderful.
You do have realtor energy. I'm going to go with Kevin on this. You do have that energy, definitely.
It's so funny. And look at the owl conversations coming in. There was a huge owl in my backyard tree hooting, then a very weird sound like a aroo, aroo. Oh, it was the pokeroo. Oh, you were...
I knew it. I was like, please let him do the sound. Please let him do the... Yes, he did.
You know what, Susan? Actually, this actually goes into it. The thing that I realized about doing this work and stepping into the mediumship and the psychic, you have to actually be willing to make an ass of yourself. And I actually was like, okay, if that's a part of it, I'm willing. So anyways.
But you didn't make an ass of yourself, but it's true. Well, you have to be willing to trust and just say unsinkable Molly Brown or whatever. Yes. Okay, go ahead. I think you liked it better when you did it. Okay, go ahead.
It was incredible. So there is a question here. Weird sound. Okay, I won't say the aroo again, but I have never heard it before. Lower near wall. What was it? Well, I think it was the owl.
I think it's animal. It wasn't spiritual. It was an animal. Yeah. I feel like it was the owl.
Yeah, that's what I get. The owl medicine. Love it. All okay.
Right. I don't know. This bus left the station a long time ago, and I don't know. It's a...
Well, I mean, hence the popcorn, really.
Hence the popcorn. Entertainment. Yeah, entertainment. Yep.
You're welcome, Maxine. It's wonderful to connect with you. I don't think I've seen you before. And all the new people, thank you so much for being here. If you have not subscribed to Susan Lynn's channel, shocking, but go and do it. And in the same time, if you would subscribe to mine, that would be wonderful. The likes and all those little housekeeping things.
Yes, we appreciate it. We really do. Oh, yeah. God. Patty Gunas, you're cracking me up. Okay, go ahead. Leslie, everybody's going aroo now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, popcorn. It's fun. We needed this, Spirit saying we needed this.
We needed this outlet, you know?
Yeah. I think lack of trust in myself is holding me back from connecting to source. Any advice? Well, what I just said, they're saying repeat it. So that part about it, we're not connected. We are always connected. And the illusion that we're not, yes, we can participate in that to make it look different. Advice in that. They like the silence for you. So just sitting, there's information there for you. It is one of our greatest teachers to just be in the silence and in that connection, because life's busy and things and all of the parts to it, to really just be in that stillness is the gateway. It is the oneness. So you are connected, Leslie. You always have been and you always will be. That goes for everybody. Yeah, the gateway in that stillness for you.
And it's just like what Kevin said, to do this work, you have to be fearless. You have to be willing to say, yes, I think this is what I'm getting. Therefore, I'm going to pay attention to it. And so you're saying lack of trust in myself. I always tell you guys, write everything down. Write everything down. If you saw an owl in your yard, write it down. Write down the date. Write down that you saw an owl. Write down what you were doing or thinking at that time. Once you guys learn that the guidance is always coming in through songs and repeating numbers and animals and things that you dream, any number of ways, once you realize and you've got it all written down over the course of a month, you're going to be like, holy smokes, I'm really getting a lot of guidance here. It's really overwhelming how much guidance you're getting, but we don't take the time. This is what we were saying earlier about, Kevin took the picture. He knew this is unusual. I'm going to take a picture of this. This is important. Take the time to document it. It's really important. It'll help you.
I just pulled one card and it's so beautiful.
That is beautiful.
And it's the taking risk in that. And I think that's just another way of saying it, that there is that, sometimes it feels risky, to step into it.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah. All the best with that, Leslie.
All the best. I'm going to jump and grab Aspie Third Eye real quick. She says, will I find a house and will I be able to buy it? Well, your avatar is a house of sorts. It's a flying disc, will I find a house? Will I be able to buy it? There's yes. It's a tenuous yes for me. It's again towards, I feel like, yes, there's all kind of like ups and downs with this. There seems to be some kind of opportunity maybe in April or May or June. And then if that doesn't work, there's another opportunity that comes for you towards fall of next year. And it may be in a different neighborhood than you're looking. It may be a different shape. And I think that's why they made the joke about the flying saucer. It might be a different thing than you're looking for. So widen your scope of what you're looking for, because I really feel like that's going to hold you back. If you're like, I got to have 3 bedrooms or I've got to have 3 bathrooms, change it up, because your house is not going to be the normal house. It's going to be a little different.
Yeah, I get a yes. The timeline, and those are things that can shift. We're just one year. I got within the year. I got the self-reliance card, and this really speaks to me about you, Aspie. And I feel like you are. You really epitomize the self-reliance, and so this is within your reach. I got another good card, which is the. I get that hit around the March with the clover, and it's serendipity. So I feel like things will really fall into place. Susan, when you were saying the parts about like the details and stuff, they were showing me the maybe I always say this wrong, but the yin and the yang, or the yin and yang, and that kind of like they're saying recognize what you kind of have, in a sense, and it's like it fits into the piece of kind of what you don't, if you will. And so really getting clear, like doing an inventory, I feel like there's a few things that you can let go of because they're saying that you already have it. But yeah, I'm a yes for you, Aspie. Yeah.
Back to Psychic Idol, American Psychic Idol. He's a yes. It's a yes, Aspie. You're going to get a house. I love this. We need to get those chairs, man.
We do. Oh
we
my
need to do that. Okay.
Totally. Alrighty. Good choice. Pick another if you want.
I
You're on
I
a
have
roll.
another one.
You're on a
I'll
roll. You
stop
pick
being
one.
so pushy, but this is Cindy P. And we all love Cindy P. And her mom, Jean. Um, Cindy's had a lot of loss. She lost her mom. I
Mhm.
don't know. Has it been 2 years now? I don't know. Anyway, a wonderful, wonderful woman. I know a little bit more about her than I should, so I'll let you do a little bit more of the reading. But you know what she's telling me, Cindy? Because I totally have no memory. I couldn't tell you what I had for lunch today, but didn't she? I really couldn't. Wasn't there something that she made or you guys made where you wrote on something? I know you told me about it, but she's reminding me about it. I think you told me this like a year ago. There was something anyway. So she's saying, and it has to do with Christmas, and she's talking about bringing it out. It's in full view. It's being used in full view. But what do you get there, Kevin?
Just if a moderator could
Uh-oh.
I think it's on Susan's channel.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, just
We got some trouble
Gloria,
over here.
Gloria, bye Gloria. If I
Thank
think
you.
someone's dealt with that, perfect. I
Thank
don't.
you, moderators.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. So wonderful of you. Cindy, my niece embroiders over the words, is what she's saying.
Right. Yeah. It's she made a tablecloth where everybody writes.
Okay.
So anyway, she's just saying you have it out, right? It's out. It's everybody's able to see it.
It's so funny too because I'm familiar as well. I'll say that. So I'm asking for something different.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm asking for something different. I don't know what this is, but the first thing that I heard, I thought she was bringing me to the month of May, and she might have. And then she said flower, and then she put them together, and it said that I heard the Mayflower. And what is the Mayflower? What actually is that?
I don't know.
Do we know what the Mayflower is?
Well, besides the boat that came here, are you guys, can you trace your lineage back to the Pilgrims, back to the Mayflower, Cindy?
Oh
she
my
might. She's
God.
like Pennsylvania Dutch or something. Isn't that
I'm okay.
What's going on in the chat? Do I need to get involved? Because nobody wants that. Gloria, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt this broadcast.
Yeah.
I would prefer whatever. I don't know what transcribed before I'm seeing what I just saw. But I would just prefer that you guys discontinue this conversation. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever was said, can we just let it go and not respond to each other? Because if you continue responding to each other, we're going to have to throw everybody out. So I don't want to do that. So just stop. Just stop. Because I don't know what happened. Just stop responding to each other.
Perfect.
Sorry, Kevin, it's your channel.
No, I appreciate it. I am a Mayflower descendant. Interesting. Okay,
There you see, Kevin is awesome. Kevin is awesome. See, look, you can't make that. You can't make that. Yeah.
Was that her though? That's not her, but she is.
Oh, that's Carolyn, not Cindy. Darn, Cindy, I'm trying to make you a Mayflower descendant. Okay.
But her grandfather was British, so there might be that connection. So Cindy, there might be just something, because it's like, tell me something that I don't know. And it's not to say I know everything about your mother, that's for sure. But look into that. Look into that, Cindy. Why are you showing me shortbread too? Like, are you baking shortbread? Are you actually baking shortbread?
Yeah.
Cindy. I do apologize. I got distracted.
Sorry.
Distracted.
Somebody might be bringing it. If you're not baking it, so it might appear. Somebody might bring like pound cake. When you say shortbread, are you talking? I don't know what shortbread is. Is it like pound cake?
May is a significant month. My brother died on Mother's Day. That's interesting with the Mayflower and how it's coming together.
Okay.
Interesting, Cindy. Okay. Crashed his motorcycle. Interesting. I got a little lightheaded with that, so that's a yes, Cindy. Yeah. Cindy, you're just, and I know you, and I got to be with you in the physical, and it's like the connections that you make with people are really special. Everybody needs a Cindy in their life. It's like, and your mom sees you in that light. It's like what
Yeah.
you hold for people in that space is so unique. I just want, like, if you can feel how she sees you, and that was a reflective of the relationship that you have with her, and then how you hold that space for other people. Yeah, life changing. So really feel that, Cindy, about yourself. See yourself in that light of the space that you are for other people. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All righty. Shall we move on?
Yes. Yeah, I know, Cindy. She was like your best friend. She's a great lady. She's still a great lady. She's lots of fun. All right. Do you want to pick the next person, dear?
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's one that's a little more recent that is specific. Dakota says, I'm not a big fan of shortbread. Fair enough. I'm making, it's called Millionaire Shortbread this year. And it's like the shortbread, the caramel, and the chocolate layer.
Are you for real?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Wow. I didn't know you were a baker. That's awesome.
Yeah. True confession. I got, when I was 16, Santa bought me a 16, I still believe, had a young brother. Anyways, that's another story. But I got a KitchenAid mixer for Christmas.
Wow, that's a significant.
It
For your
was
16th, some people get cars. You got a mixer. That's awesome.
I did. And so yeah, I do like to bake. I
Oh
really
my
do like
God, that's freaking awesome. Millionaire shortbread.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Thanks, Kevin Chandler. Kevin Chandler, if you didn't catch the first part, we're gonna do I was gonna say threesome, but a 3-person crowd. I mean, who'd have thought? I mean,
I was saying no before it came out of his mouth. Did you guys?
What?
I want it for the record. Please let the record show. I was saying no before it came out of his mouth. Okay.
Spirit, actually, yes, Spirit is clearing our energy with that one.
I don't know where Kevin is. He's on the floor. He's passed out. He's had a heart attack. Let us know if you're okay, Kevin.
Kevin,
okay.
Come back to us. Yeah. Anyways. All righty. Let's move.
Randy says, wow, what a time to pop in. Exactly, Randy.
There you go. Welcome.
You have very good timing, Randy.
Yeah.
Very good timing.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kevin is alive. He's down and dirty into political readings. What? Okay. I don't know what is happening now. This is it's gone off the rails. Okay, let's do it.
Let's see this one here. Laura Hammond Javis. What is the ringing I have hearing? What is the ringing I have been hearing occasionally? Well, one aspect is the clairaudience. And so sometimes we objectively hear that, meaning outside of our mind's ear, if you will. And then, which is a little bit less, it takes Spirit a lot of energy to actually create that. It happens, don't get me wrong. And then we hear a lot internally. So that's subjective. So sometimes in that, the ringing can be that kind of the cue that Spirit is working with you. We can be in participation. So if it's too much, uncomfortable, or if there's like frustration that it keeps happening and you can't figure out the why or that part of it, ask them to give it through another one of your clairs, another one of the senses. And often they will kind of tweak things and you'll receive it just in a different way. But it's very common. Yeah, very common. Anything to add to that?
I agree. I mean, it could be tinnitus, but it's very common that it's your psychic hearing kind of kicking in. I agree with everything Kevin said. Sometimes if it's really bothersome and you ask them to help you, like by say, let's not have that anymore.
Yeah.
If you add more meditation time or give them some other way to communicate with you, it'll go away. I had a friend that had it terrible. I mean, before I met her, she had it terrible for years. And the guidance I got was, if you would maybe meditate a little bit more or give the spirit guides another way to communicate with you, it'll go away. And I'm telling you, she had it like almost 24/7. As soon as she started meditating, it went away.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, and Kevin is loving vibrations is saying it can also be ascension symptoms. Oh, you hear it in both ears. Yeah, it's a common, possible download. Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Randy, that was funny. Okay. Did I choose that one? Was there a question? Do you want to choose next?
Yes, I think, but it's okay. We keep spinning the wheel.
Let's do this one. All right. If you're still here, did we do this one? Oh, did we do
Yes,
this
we
one?
did.
Okay.
We did.
Never mind. And let's see. So is this one HTL? If you are still here, if not, we can do this in a general way. But so excited to hear from both of you to share. Do my guides have a message about my son? Thank you.
I just keep hearing he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
His I don't know what is going on exactly just yet, but he's going to be okay. And his idea of okay may be different than your idea of okay. So as a parent, you sometimes look at your child and you want them to experience something different, or you want them to have whatever it is. And they may experience something that they need to experience, right? And you may see it as not the best thing, but it might be the right thing for them. So I just keep hearing it's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you get there, Kevin? Do you get something else with that?
Yeah, well, just to add to it, I get this, and I'm curious if you're still here, HL. I know it was kind of maybe at the beginning, I'm not certain, but I'm going to say this. So in your family history and the lineage, there is another male that's stepping forward from the spirit side to kind of shed some light, remind, acknowledge, support about what he's going through, and that it's temporary. And so they're making it relatable, and so maybe a bit different in that loved one's experience. But the point is they got past it, and that feels like what will occur for your son, so that it's the temporary. And so sometimes just being in that place of witnessing that, sometimes the best thing that we can do is just be with what's occurring, and knowing that that it will be I don't want to say outgrown this part, but it's like they will move past it, is what I get. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that.
Errands to run. Bye for now. Hopefully that makes sense, or if you are not here, you will see this in the replay.
Okay, somebody, I'm gonna jump in if you don't mind. Jeffrey Stein, he's been asking for this, and some of the other moderators are sort of boosting his comment, so I saw it. Jeffrey Stein wants to know any messages from my mom who passed on September 9th, 2023. Dear, if you're still here, and you didn't give up on us, which I understood if you did, let us know if this makes sense. I'm getting something. I feel like I'm getting something with my head. And I don't know if it's dizziness or I'm not. I feel like I'm dizzy. I'm unstable. I might be, it might also be disconnected. It could also be like a little bit of it could be from medication too, that this is causing this, right? She says, I wasn't myself. I wasn't myself. And she does say that she loves you. She says, and there's a sense of a sorry, or I'm sorry about something. I don't know. I mean, me looking at the energy, I don't feel like there's anything overt that I'm seeing that she should be sorry about, but she's telling me that she wants to say that she's sorry about how she left you, or how something happened. She was confused. There could be also some issues around the estate, or around a will, or around property, or around ownership. So she's also feeling like she doesn't know what to do. Like, I don't know, help me. I don't know what to do, Susan, about this. Let me know if that makes any sense to you at all, in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. Okay. So she's maybe apologizing. She does have that sense of, it wasn't, kind of like, it wasn't my fault. Do you know what I mean? How some people do that when maybe it was their fault. Do you know what I'm saying? Placing blame someplace else. But she is apologizing. She just said to me, I made a mess of things. I made a mess of it. I made a mess of it, or I made a mess of things, and I'm sorry. Maybe that makes sense. What do you got? What do you have there, Kevin?
Yeah, just acknowledging the sensitivity in this one. And so she's really close to you. And I feel like that the perspective, I feel like there's still review that she's doing. And so for you being here in this very moment, Jeffrey, supported by such a loving community, she really loves that. And for you to vocalize what you're vocalizing, she really loves that. And so what she's saying is the reminder that spirit helps us, but we're also here to help them. And so in the review that she's doing of the impact that she had, there is that kind of feeling of my head just feels kind of fuzzy. And so there is a full sense of responsibility. So the apology, and it's interesting that when spirit goes past that place of the review, they often don't come with that direct, I'm sorry all the time, because they don't sit in that energy. So I feel like this is really going to speak to you. There's invitation for you to continue with the relationship with your mom in the spirit world. And I feel like that just feels really what was needed to be said in this moment for you. So she sends love. She sends love, and with the acknowledgement of the wrongdoing. So yeah, lots of love to you, Jeffrey. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, dear. Do you, Jeffrey, are you in music? Do you play music? There's something about creativity around you, and expression. I mean, she was an interesting energy, or person, because on one hand, she would sort of sing your praises. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but she would kind of sing your praises to people. But maybe to you, she was maybe not so complimentary, or she was a little, I don't know what this is about this confusion or ditziness. I don't know if this is medication or if this is her personality, but absolutely. I agree with everything Kevin said. She's with you. She does love you. She really feels like she kind of wasn't her, it wasn't her best. She didn't always show up in the best way. I can't think is what she's saying to me.
Yeah. I feel like chemically in her in the human kind of composition. Yeah, there it is. I was going to say,
you said chemically, and then he put a bipolar, right? Okay, which makes sense with she was together, she was loving, and then kind of not, and it was really just very it was a tough childhood. Does it make any sense about her stuff there's something she wants to continue talking about this estate, or there's papers or insurance, or there's a confusion, and she's sorry about that too. I don't know if that makes any sense, but she's working with you. She's there, trying to help you, trying to work with you, trying to send you messages and that kind of thing. So
beautiful.
Good to see you, Afefe. Oh, you had to go through treatment with trauma. I'm so sorry, Jeffrey. That's tough. That's really, really tough. It's sounds
a lot. Moon,
and it's hard to heal once that person that traumatized you has crossed over. You almost don't know how to heal. Like, what do I do? Right? How do I heal this? How do I deal with this? I've had a kind of similar situation, and I can tell you that you'll continue to heal. You can even continue working with them on the other side and continue healing these physical situations and in the physical 3D. You can continue to heal that in the spirit world too.
Yeah. Hi, Afefe. Love that lady.
Hey, Afefe.
I missed it. Annie Bear was saying that I missed something. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, good, Jeffrey. That's great. That's really helpful that you're clean and sober, because it's
good for you, Jeffrey.
It's a complete, mind F, if you know what I mean. To have somebody like that in your life, and then to add that kind of component to it is difficult. What were you saying there, Kevin? I'm sorry.
That's okay. I missed something. Update. The green light. I'm not sure what that means. So did we miss something? I'm sorry.
I don't know. But you're going to get a new friend. They said you're going to get a new friend. So
I love it. I'm happy with that. Alrighty. I saw one that kind of like caught my eye. And thank you, Karen, for letting us know that. Alrighty. Where was it? It was a recent one that just came in. Maybe I missed it. It was like a light, an orb.
It was an orb question?
Yeah, it was an orb.
While you're looking for that, Christina, I read your question, and to me it said, should I stay or should I ghost? Which I guess ghosting is kind of like going. It's kind of like, you ghost people, but I was like, ghost, wait, what? Okay, no, it doesn't say that, Susan. Should you stay or go? Stay or go? I kind of feel like you should go. Kevin might go the opposite direction.
No, I wrote down go.
You said go to? Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's more complicated than that, but you asked us, and that's what we have. And I know matters of the heart are not easy.
Yeah.
What does it say, dear?
There's joy. There's
joy when you go. Yeah. You'll have peace of mind. Somebody's on your back, like a monkey on your back. Yeah. And you'll have peace of mind. You'll have peace, peace and quiet too, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still looking for, what were we looking for? We need minders. We need forget moderators. The hand, we found the hand. Didn't we?
You're right. Yeah, you're right. We have.
Oh my God. I don't even know, you guys. This is not good. We're if Kevin and I go too long without a question, we totally get lost. We're like in brain fog.
Yeah. Do you want to maybe just end on a collective? Want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Why don't we do that? Oh, I'm going to pull a card. Let us do that. What does everybody need to know? The energy, okay. The part Mother Mary just stepped back in. And the reading about, if you didn't see it or if you were here, the part about where we place our power. It's not external. It's not in the I do this and these things that I own, or all of that. Our power is within. And so there's this real balancing that's happening collectively. And we are part of that. We are often the ones on the forefront of it, the people that are in the light and a part of the community that are doing the work. And so we have a really big mission, because the more of us that we bring to that place, it impacts the world in ways that we just can't even imagine. And so really placing that power within is what the energy of Mother Mary that she's really bringing in. It's really funny because I forgot this one, and it's kind of full circle, because someone reached out to me in an email, and then I saw it in the question, her wanting to be a part of the next healing, the Healing Light show that I do, and she wants to bring the energy of Mother Mary. And so I think you actually, I'm certain that you wrote it actually at the beginning, and it disappeared because it was before the show started. So know that it's being heard. Know that it's being heard and felt. So absolutely. And the answer is yes. I haven't emailed you back, but yeah, our power is within everyone. We don't have to go searching for it.
Exactly. And Mother Mary is a free agent, you guys. If you're not religious, it doesn't matter. If you're not Catholic, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. This is an ascended being, just like Jesus is an ascended being, and they're not connected to anything. They're connected to love. Yeah, honestly. And it's funny because I didn't grow up with religion. I didn't grow up with Christianity. I mean, I am Christian, but I didn't really grow up with anything. But yet Jesus and Mother Mary are very prominent guides for me, which would be surprising if you knew my history, right? So I just want to echo that and say that, Kevin, that was beautiful what you said. I absolutely second that. And please, you guys, be open to this kind of divine guidance, because it's there for you, and the power's all in here with the love.
Speaking of love.
Thank you. Alan Johnson's in the house. Hey, Alan.
Nice to see you.
Very nice.
Susan, Lynn, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. And thanks for everybody that was a part of it. Being in that energy, it's like, it's always hard to leave that. And we don't have to, they say. So when you need it, just show up, be a part of it, reach out. We have community. That's what keeps us going. It keeps us going. And we're here right now in this very moment, and it's perfect. So thank you again for everybody that was here. Thank you for the moderators, all the other channel people that came and supported. I love that about this community. I do too. We're better together, it's for certain. So Susan, any final words?
Well, somebody said, well, we typically try to do this once a month. So we usually kind of rotate my channel, his channel. So I would love, I think we'll probably do it again in January. So keep your eyes peeled, but we do this, we do this. And Kevin, please subscribe to Kevin's channel, because he does a lot of amazing things on his channel that are very spiritual, live readings, healings, that kind of thing. So, if you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll know when we're together, when we're having a video. I'm going to have Alan on my channel tomorrow night. So we're going to do this tomorrow night with Alan. So hopefully you'll come over and check me out tomorrow night. I appreciate that. And I just want to wish everybody a wonderful holiday, and look for the magic. How about that? Just look for magic wherever you can see it. Just really pay attention. Maybe you'll see an owl. Maybe you'll see some sort of unique situation. Maybe you'll see somebody's going to see a shooting star. So if you look at the sky and think, gosh, that's beautiful, what a beautiful sky, not look at it and go, I want to see a shooting star, right? But just be in gratitude, be in the beautiful gratitude of this world that we live in. The magic will show up in your life. It really will.
I love it. I love the magic. All right, y'all. Have a great night.
Take good care, everybody. Much love.